Today we talk to
Alessandro Carbonare.
Where are you from?
I'm from Italy. I was born in Desenzano del Garda in North Italy, but now I live in Rome.
Why did you choose the clarinet?
I was very, very, very young. I started at the age of 5. My father was crazy for music, but not for classical music, for popular music. And he told me, why not go to play in a band? Why not to learn playing an instrument in a band? Why not? At that time, no internet, no Netflix, no Prime Video, nothing. So the clarinet was my toy, and I was very, very happy to play with my toy. And I was 5, and my whole days was spent playing my clarinet. I start with a little clarinet, with an E-flat clarinet.
Can you share a piece of advice that changed your life?
I have a very special story in clarinet, because you have to know that I start very young, and very young I was admitted in a conservatory in Milano. But after my father changed city, so we had to move to Brescia, another city in north of Italy. And in Brescia, the teacher was not very kind with me. And after a few lessons, he told me, you are not good for playing clarinet. You have to play trombone because you have lips too much big. And the real reason was that he wanted that I went in private lessons with him, but needs money, and my family was poor, so not possible for me to give him money. So the reason was that I was not good for clarinet. So he kicked me out from the conservatory. And because he told me that it's not possible to play clarinet with this kind of lips. And, I was very depressed about this. And when you are depressed, often in your life, you meet an angel. Everyone, we have met an angel. And my angel has a name. The name is Bruno Righetti. He was a very good clarinet player, and he was living in my area. And one day, absolutely for lucky, he was playing in the same band, and he told me, but you play good. And I told him, no, I don't play good, because the teacher of the conservatory told me that I'm not good. I just play for fun. No, you play good. Okay. And he asked me to come to him for lessons. And for 2 years, I went to take lessons for free to Bruno Righetti. And he told me, you are good. I'm sure that you will be great. And I'm sure that one day I will take lesson from you. And it's happened. Many years ago, he came to Paris for some lessons, and was very, very funny for me to give lesson to my teacher, to my former teacher. And this is the best advice. Never give up. You are good. Never give up. You are good. But I'm not good. No, you are good. You have to trust in yourself. And I think my life was good. But my clarinet life start with a big no, a big refuse. No, you are not good. And an angel, helped me to do something in the music world. there is a second part of this story, because after 2 years of lessons with Bruno Righetti, I decided to go in another conservatory. Of course, I can't go in the first conservatory. And I was not admitted because there was only one place and I was second. And the first place was for the son of the teacher. And Bruno Righetti spoke with the teacher, and he told, please take Alessandro because you will see that he will be good. But no, I have no place. My class is full. Take. Okay, he's insistent, and I was in this other conservatory. But I was very lucky because there is no place for me. So, and in the first examination, because in Italy, after 5 years of conservatory, you have an examination. And the president of the jury of my first examination, the president was the first teacher, the teacher who kicked me out from the conservatory. And I didn't know. It was really crazy because he was there. He looked at me. What are you doing here? I play clarinet, but I said to you that you are not good for clarinet. I know, but... And he gave me a very low votation. And okay, I had my diploma. After a few years, I started to win a lot of international competition, and my name was more and more known in Italy. And I know that this teacher told in the class, yes, I know that now Carbonare is quite famous, but you don't have to play clarinet as him, because the clarinet is not like this. And he has these prizes only because his family is very powerful. He has a lot of money and he can pay the jury. And one day I gave, after winning Munich competition, I gave a concert in his town, and he came to listen to me. I played Rossini with the orchestra, I remember, and he came to me, and my mother was with me. And my mother, I had to stop my mother because she wants to kill him, But I told to my mother, Mama, it's okay, because in 35 years old of teaching, this guy never had a good student. So I think that it was a very good thing that he kicked me out from the conservatory, because now I'm a quite good clarinet player. But I'm sure that if I stay with him, it will be impossible to do something, because in 35 years of teaching, he has not one student playing clarinet in an orchestra. So, sometimes bad things are good things.
Who were your clarinet teachers?
I had the chance, I was very lucky in my life, because I had the chance to study in a little school near Torino in North Italy. And I had two teachers, Thomas Friedli and Walter Boykens. Maybe young people doesn't know now, but at that time, Thomas Friedli was the teacher in Conservatoire de Genève in Switzerland, Genève. And the great thing was that they were completely opposite. Thomas Friedli was very analyzed, very squared. You have to analyze. It was fantastic. And Walter Boykens was music. You have to play like this. I don't know why, but play like this, and it's good. And it was incredible for me for 1 year. 1 year, have lessons with these completely different guys, and was a great honor for me to do this. And another of my teachers was a very old man. He was principal clarinet in La Scala for many, many, many years. He played with Toscanini. Okay, the name was Paolo Budini. It's a myth in Italy. It's really a legend in Italy for people of my age. And I had the chance to take private lessons with him, but he knows that my family has no money. So I had the privilege to have a special prize from him, because he told me, but you play good. Maestro, I don't play so good because in that conservatory, no, you play good. So give me half price. And I had the chance for 2 years to have a special prize from Paolo Budini. And I had lesson with him.
How was your experience working in France?
I started with the Lyon Opera Orchestra when I was 22, and it was fantastic because I had a special contract, so I had to play second clarinet, E flat clarinet, and first clarinet. So I worked every day like a crazy, but it was a great experience for me because I played second, E flat clarinet, first clarinet. At that time, Lyon Opera Orchestra made a lot of recording. Every month we had one CD. And so I learned a lot of this from this. I won the place in Orchestra Nationale de France in Paris when I was 26. And it was completely different. The orchestra was a symphonic orchestra, only symphonic orchestra, and we had a lot of tour around the world. At that time, the musical world had a lot of money, so we had money for making fantastic tour around the world. And I had the chance to play in few years all the most important solos for clarinet, everything. And I was only 26. So in few years, I had the possibility really to know. The quality of the orchestra was special because the French orchestra are very raffinate with a little sound, they are not like this. When I came to Rome, the situation was completely different. Rome is a more romantic orchestra, more singing orchestra. You need more sound. And at the beginning was very, very difficult for me.
What was your relationship with Claudio Abbado?
Claudio Abbado was was the big master for me. I remember the first time I met him, he knew that I was French. He told me, but you speak Italian very well. Claudio, I'm Italian. Ah, you are not French. No, I'm not French. It was incredible because it was the best conductor in the world because he speak a lot, always with smile. If you make a mistake, smile. If you make 2 mistakes, less smile. But 2 mistakes are okay, but no more than this, because his level must be really, really very high. And when he asked me to play in a Lucerne Festival Orchestra with Sabine Meyer, we share the same play, was the best thing in my clarinet world. Also, when I play for a little in Berlin Philharmonic, it was fantastic. But Lucerne, I still play in Lucerne Orchestra, so it was fantastic. Claudio Abbado is really a maestro, but he's a good maestro. Never cry, never like this, always with. I remember one day I played Beethoven 4th Symphony, and he wanted to explain me something about the big solo in the second movement, but he was not able to explain. And after he told, okay, I can't. Alessandro, it's very good what you play. Please go on playing like this. I can't explain what I want. So it was very humble.
What was it like recording Mozart with Abade?
It was easy. I hope that one day you will play with the Berlin Philharmonic, for example. If you play with this incredible orchestra, you will see that it's easier to play because everyone is fantastic and you feel you very good. You feel you better than you think. So when you play in this incredible orchestra, it's very easy to play. So with Orchestra Mozart and Claudio, we had an incredible level. I had around me the incredible musicians. So just look and play, and Claudio follow me. Just once I told to Claudio, I think that the second movement is a little bit fast. You think? Maybe. And we found a medium, okay? But I still think that it's a little bit fast, but okay. That was very good. It was very musical, very singing, it was okay.
Why did you go to the Orchestra di Santa Cecilia in Rome?
I went to Santa Cecilia because at that time in Rome, there was opening the new auditorium. The name is Parco della Musica, Park of Music. And it's fantastic place. We have 3 concert hall, a big, medium, a small one, and 2 more little concert hall for other kind of music. And there is concerts every day, more than 1 concert in the same time in this place. And in that time, the Italian government decided for a law, and with this law, you can call to Italy Italians that lives outside of Italy, and you can propose a special contract. And the Orchestra of Santa Cecilia decided to use this possibility also for music. And the place of principal clarinet was free, and they proposed me this place. I accepted, but I asked to make a competition because they wanted to give me the place. But I want to participate to a competition. I want absolutely straight. And I won the competition, and I was very happy. Okay, at the beginning, I was not happy. I'm so sorry. I decided to come to Italy because with my family, with my wife, we decided that France it was enough for us. At the beginning, it was very hard for me in Rome. I had many problems because other people wanted my place in Rome, and that people that give me many problems. Many big problems. So at the beginning, I had to be very strong and to keep my place here. But I had a lot of problems. I don't want to speak about, but also police problems, okay? I can give you phone call during night. Now it's okay.
Which concert will you never forget?
I played Brahms Quintet, and during the second movement, I was playing with a very good quartet, and I told to myself, but how I'm lucky to play clarinet, to play this incredible music, to do this job. How I'm lucky. And I started cry. I started cry, and I had to stop the concert. Stop. Because it was not possible to me to go, to continue. I stop, I go out, I take my time. And I was so touched by this thinking. We are really lucky. I'm really lucky to do this job. It's not a job, it's my passion, you know. And it's incredible when you understand that you can do this job in a very good, in a very high level. And so I don't know if you if you believe in God, but it means that God touched you in a way, and you have the possibility to do this fantastic job. But job is not a very good name, you know. And this is a very important concept for me, because maybe for the first time I realized that I'm lucky. I'm really lucky.
Can you share a funny anecdote with us?
Really, I have many funny stories. But for example, for many years, okay, when I won a prize in Munich competition, the next year I went with my wind quintet to the Munich competition, and we had a second prize. So after, we had a lot of concerts. And I remember this period, we stayed together 15 years, play many concerts around Europe. And it was very funny because we were 5 friends and we share everything. And and I have a problem. So if during a concert I start to laugh, I can't stop. I can't. It's impossible for me to stop. And one day, I don't know why, during the concert, I was looking at the oboe player just in front of me, and he looked at me, and we start laughing for nothing, you know, like crazy. And I had to stop the concert because I start to laugh. It was impossible to play. I stopped the concert. I went out. And after it was very difficult. The concert after it was impossible for me to see the oboe player. Possible. I make a lot of concerts without look at the oboe player otherwise. But I have many. I had a very funny musical life. I have many stories. Maybe one day I will write a book.
Do you improvise? What about your jazz trio?
If you ask me to improvise, I can do something similar, but I'm not a jazz player. Jazz players are different. But to my students, I ask to all my students, please learn jazz improvisation. Not in order to become a jazz player, but just in order to open your mind. And you can't imagine how to be able to make an improvisation, how much it helps for playing a Brahms sonata. You can't imagine. I know Brahms is not jazz, okay, but the freedom that you have in jazz, you can put in Brahms, and you can find something special when you have in your mind also a different kind of chords, okay. So I have this clarinet trio, and it's very funny to play with a clarinet trio, and it's not easy because just three people, it's very difficult to create an harmony, something like this. But we do very good things, and sometimes we improvise. Why not? We are 3 people with very open mind, and we have fun to improvise and to live the music also in a different way. And I suggest to young students to study the basic of improvising. It's very important.
What is the Accademia Nazionale di Santa Cecilia?
Unfortunately, in Italy, I can't teach in a conservatoire. It's not permitted. Because if you play in an orchestra, you can't teach in a conservatoire. So people who teach in conservatoire never played in an orchestra, of course, and they can't teach you how to play in an orchestra. So Italian students has to pay private academy and go to see teachers who can teach how to play in orchestra. So the Academy of Santa Cecilia is a very important academy. It's the most ancient academy in the world. Okay, it was created in 1666. No, 1664. Okay, but it's a kind of private academy. It's not a conservatoire. In Rome, we have Conservatorio di Santa Cecilia and Academy of Santa Cecilia. The academy is just for high-level students. And I'm very happy to teach there, but I'd like to teach in a conservatoire. I like to teach to create my school, I have a lot of students that follow me since many, many years. It's okay, but I'd like to have a conservatoire in which every week I come and give lessons, but I can't do this. And during summer, I'm the honor to teach in Siena, Accademia di Siena, and it's not only a summer academy. It's really something really complete. You have lessons, you have concerts, many concerts during you have recording. It's fantastic. It's really the best thing I do in summer. It's impossible to do better. I give lesson in a very ancient palace in the center of Siena. Siena is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Please come to visit Siena and you will be crazy. And we stay in this ancient palace, business class. And the academy is not very expensive. Absolutely not. It's 200 euro for 2 weeks of lessons. So very good.
How do you see the future of the music world developing?
Honestly, I don't know. I know that people want to listen concerts. People want to go out and have fun. In the same time, there is also a part of scary. People are scared about this. But I'm sure that in few months, all will be in place and we will have a lot of work. Honestly, this summer, I have many concerts. I have no time from holidays. So I'm sure that the level of concerts will increase very, very, very fast.
What do you appreciate in a performer?
Musicality. For me, is the most important thing. Good tone is very important too, but good tone is maybe I like a kind of sound and you like another kind of sound. So the sound is hypothetical. Musicality and tune, to play in tune, are very important. If you play in tune and you play with music with your heart, you don't play just for notes, you are special. Tone, sound is very important, but I think that it came after.
Do you have any advice for the clarinetistas del futuro?
We live in a very fast world. We have 4G, 5G, we have fast internet. Everything is fast now. But for learning classical music, you need time. You need concentration and time. You can't realize that a difficult passage in 2 days will be no. Takes many days. And sometimes you have to practice a little bit one day, a little bit the second day, a little bit the third days, like this. It's not useful to play 5 hours the first day and after nothing. It's very much more useful to play a little bit every day. I never study 10 hours a day. Never in my life, never. It's not possible. 2 hours, maybe. But every day I wake up and I knew perfectly what I have to do. I had a book in which I wrote my year goal, my month's goal, my week goals, and my day goal. So I wake up and I knew perfectly what I have to do, taking my time. We had no phone. Yes, I had a phone, but not this kind of phone with WhatsApp that every minute you have 10 messages. Yes, I have to answer. No, we studied 2 hours, and it was really 2 hours. I'm sure that now, if a young player studied 2 hours, it's 1 hour, because we have too much possibility to be not concentrate. And in my time, we were really concentrated. Few time, but there. And but I know that this is a stupid thing, because it's impossible to ask to a young guy to be slow. It's impossible. He can't understand. He can't understand. I know this is really a different generation, different head, different mind. But I'm so sorry. If you want to learn something too much hurry, you really don't know this. If you study very slow, if you take time, the passage will be part of you, and also after 20 years, this passage will be part of you, and you will have it. Otherwise, every time you have to study again from the beginning. If you go too fast, you have to study again every time. But I know when I speak this, when I told this to my students, they look at me, but are you crazy? But all my students that now are very good clarinet players, and I had the chance to have a lot of students now playing in important orchestras, they told me that they follow this way. Few every day. You have to close your day of studying that you want to play more, okay? Never close your day of studying that you are exhausted. No, never. You need to I want to play more. Okay, stop. And you keep this fire for the next day, and stop when it's very important. It's a psychological thing. Nothing went well if you study too fast. Enjoy music, enjoy your life. Remember that the level outside is very high. And if you decided to try to do this job, you must be very, very excited to the clarinet, very excited by the music. You have to be ready to do a special life. Okay, when I was younger, my friends went out, and for me sometimes was not possible because I had to practice. But never practice too much. Never practice too much is the same mistake than not practice enough. Just find a good way, and every day you want to practice. I want to practice. Must be I have to practice. No, I want to practice because it's fun, because I like it. And when you understand that you are tired, stop it. Go outside, go to see your girlfriend, and do other thing, but always study with a smile.